Alright, we got part 6 of our Parabellum campaign. Last part, we kicked Massilla out of southern Gaul. They got one city left we're going to try to take during this part. So they want to try to take Sicily, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Hopefully it happens, but if it doesn't, it's not a huge deal. After that, though, we got to decide where we're going to go campaign-wise. I might going to have to do a longer part for this series at some point soon. Libya, we're going to keep moving towards Rome so you can replenish, and we'll send these two armies down here to take Sicily. Maybe we can do both in the same part. This army's got to replenish, so you need to come back down to Massilla. Politically, however, we got to work on really all of them, but mostly Cornelia. Send a diplomat to the Averni. Probably took all the money. Yep. Alright. So, we're going to get general trait, and then we are going to end turn. The morale one's probably honestly the better one. Oh, he's got more. Melee defense. Now make him better in auto-resolve, though. I don't really plan on auto-resolving battles. Unless it's a walled city. I really just don't enjoy walled cities in Rome 2. Athens wants trade, which is really good for us. Make more money. Making peace in the East is definitely worth it. Plague and Potvium, that'll be fine. Political intrigue, accompanied by a clever tactician. Child is born. None of this stuff really matters. You can come down here. Massilla's not going to peace out with us, which is kinda a bad thing, but at the end of the day, it's also not a bad thing. So we're getting minus 10 public order here, so it's 1 public order per turn. Would probably be, well, we're getting this. This should help even out the public order, and we can turn it into a civil settlement. But we got to work on politics first, because if we do that right away, it'll equal about half our money, and I don't want to spend that much right now. Not on one building. Even though most of the stuff in Parabellum is pretty expensive. But it makes expansion and like getting a lot of tech a lot slower, which makes the campaign longer, which is a good thing. For some people. Some people don't like long campaigns. Onto the Helvetii. Promotion is free for +3 loyalty. Sends you to Epirus, because we should get a generous gift since they're our client state. You can get married. And I can send you probably to the Volcae or whatever. And you can send as emissary to Illyria to help deal with the food issue over here. I don't really see why they have a major food issue. The taxes aren't that high. They have two food buildings. You have 2 of these, which we can upgrade one and get rid of the other, because it'll essentially equal out to 1. And if we don't tax it, where's that at? We go down a little bit, but our food goes up by 6. Only okay. It's -4 food. Alright, we're gonna tax it for now and see how stuff develops. Once you start replenishing, it'll be a lot easier for us to finish off Massilla. Maybe we try to work on taking Gaul and Sicily at the same time. It'd be a longer campaign for sure. This way we can get probably another Principe. Livio can sit in Rome for replenishment. And then we can march these two up to get rid of Sicily. One thing I do want to do is I want to get a spy, and I want to get a champion to accompany both armies, but we're going to have to intern for now. Pirate hunted. I was born. Technology. What do we need? Could get this for tariffs since we have a lot of trade agreements. It'd probably make it a decent amount of money. It'd take 10 turns. Anything we get at this point is going to take a while. So we got concrete. Honestly, let's go ahead and get this and we'll keep going down military. So this army is finally replenishing. So we can sit in Massilla because I think it will get better replenishment. We let you sit here. Libya is basically full. We have a champion here. We gotta work on Cornelia and do one thing for the other houses, just for keep it above like 20. It's typically fine, so that should put it 25. We could get it to 30. I think we have the money to do that and keep control over Cornelia. Couldn't think of her name for a second, which we should be fine with this. So we just gotta send diplomats. This will raise it by a fair bit. We can send an emissary to Salpina. And then we're at 23, 30, 30. As long as we keep the politics dealt with now, we ain't got to deal with it later and deal with a billion civil wars, which is really what I want. Alright, so enter.
I humbly ask that you at least consider a formal treaty. Strong defenses need good foundations.
My ancestors have spoken well of you, and so we offer a treaty. The worthy make the best friends.
The Volcae want a non-aggression pact. They don't have any allies. They're at war with the Arverni. So we might be able to just take Provincia this turn.
God.
And they might be relatively weak also. So, might be a little quick expansion for the rest of Southern Gaul. Maybe.
Commander. Ready for orders.
Why can't I hit the diplomacy tab? What the crap? Why is it grayed out? Why is it like, why can't I enter diplomacy? I don't know. If somebody knows in the comments, let me know. But they're probably, I think I know how to fix it. I gotta like attempt to declare war. Because it'll bring you into diplomacy when you can back out of it. Yep. It's kind of dumb. The Averni. We offer to join their war against the Volcae.
You wish, but bring words that can warm our hearts.
And offer them a little bit of money. Okay, you're at high. Trade agreement. What if I double the money? Moderate? Okay, wanted to make sure they accept that, so now we can kind of get away with cheesing this without getting any diplomatic repercussions whatsoever, which is a good thing for us. Let's Fort Grove, commerce. It's -1 food. We could build a food building in Volcae. Here we do need a manipulator barracks, so we'll figure out what we want to build there later. Now, loyalty. You went down a crap ton. No idea why. I think it's because they're first for power, which is going to give me -10 base loyalty. Great for Greek factions, established diplomat. Okay, that's why they don't like us right now. So Cornelia. Promotion. Speaking of which, we need to be promoting our women also. We can entice you to come over. And then Libio can adopt. Now he is somewhere in our family tree. No idea where. They're back down to 1. So you can get married and then be sent as a diplomat. You can be sent as an emissary to Provincia. We can't do anything else with them, but we got their loyalty up and we sniped a character from them. They're still at 11, which is better than -3. Alright, gotta keep both armies on the move. So we can go to Sicily. Which, can I put you on ambush stance? Right, if we do this, we might be able to bait the Volcae into attacking. Which, if they do, it'll be great. So we can get a little cheesy victory done. Now, it looks like they want to sit in their city. Carry on. I don't care about mercenary availability. Stress of diplomacy. It offered you an entire settlement. Okay, so we got the provincial capital. So, over here, what's the public order? -9? It's a good settlement. Don't have the money to really upgrade anything. We're definitely going to need some public order buildings and some food buildings. So, alright, we're going to just, we'll keep the manipulator barracks, but apart from that, we're going to destroy everything and build it how I want to build it. So, secure loyalty with you. That leaves us with like 4,800. We can get you back up to 11 pretty easily. Actually, probably more because we can get +3 loyalty for that. And then we can send you to your Evervisky. Keep improving relations. You're able to attack the army. We have the reinforcements. Let's see auto-resolve odds. We're going to take some casualties. But we can... This will be fun. Let's fight this battle. This should be fun. Alright, because I'm an idiot and kicked the power cord to my PC shut off as soon as we loaded into the battle. So during the end turn we didn't get Noria, but we are able to come over here and fight this, which sucks. But at the end of the day, it's one city. It's not a huge deal. But we can keep sending diplomats over there to deal with that. There's a chance we'll get it again. It's not a huge deal. We'll end up taking it eventually anyway. Let's send some diplomats out. We gotta keep improving relations with everybody who really doesn't like us at the moment. So we're down to 500. But let's... Which army is the better commander? This one. Okay, that's the one I want to use to fight with. Alright, so, yeah. I'm not going to do that this time, but now we will fight the battle. I clicked the army, not the city. It looks like we're fighting in the city. I got a lot of numbers. So this is going to be a slugging match. So let's set... I don't think they're going to come out even with the numbers. But we can see. I would say the odds they come out is really low. Both armies are probably about equal in size. They might outnumber us by a tad, but it's nothing crazy. Or we might outnumber them by a tad. No more than like a couple hundred.
Brave Romans to a man.
Alright. Reinforcements are coming in from over here. They start off in the city. The garrison... Oh, I would zoom in, but the naked warriors in Bellum are actually naked. I'm pretty sure in vanilla they have, like, cloth over their, waist, but no, they got straight dongs hanging out. So, yeah, we ain't doing that, but we're gonna organize. Be a literal sausage fest during this battle. Alright. So over here, we're going to try to come from a different angle. Try to move up. Now, over here.
Yours to command. We await your command.
Have you to advance this way. Have the other two Triarii advance towards Mr. Flapping Sausage over here. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized, but that's not the point.
Romans ready for duty. Quick march. Advance it. Your orders.
It's just crazy to me. I don't think they like actually do that in the mod for the mod. It's historically accurate, but like, come on. Ain't nobody want to see some dongs and they're playing Total War.
Ready. Orders. Quick march.
Alright, we'll just have everybody move up. We'll push from this side also once the other army's ready. Their reinforcements don't look like they're coming, so we should be able to destroy this. Let's fast forward a little bit. As soon as we killed our general, we're fine, but dog warriors, we're going to try, I guess, not to really kill. No, we're going to kill them, but like, we're just not going to zoom in. Actually, we're just going to completely target the general here. The cavalry's going to be over here. Which we can try to run into side and see if this works. Or like, cav charge. We didn't move one cav unit. And it'll be fine.
Infantry at your command. Attack.
You can join this. You two can keep moving up.
In service to Rome. Principes.
I'll send two of you over there also. You guys take your time, I guess. As you're going to anyway.
General.
You can move up so we can use your abilities.
In service to Rome. Missile infantry ready. Rome is mother to us all.
Trying to avoid the naked warriors. They try to get some cinematic views. Triarii are getting slaughtered. These are fighting the Parabellum equivalent to Oathsworn. And these guys are just getting murdered by javelins. Alright, general in position.
Melee cavalry ready.
I should bring that down. And also do inspire. Get this cav unit back over here. Alright. Here, Principes are going to be up front.
Brave Romans to a man. Equites! Melee horsemen. Equites!
What?
Swift riders at your command. Battle group ready.
I'll get this over with. Shouldn't be that difficult.
Orders. Etiam. Equites.
All the cav on this link together. Actually try to charge in the back over here. It might be a little better. This general can't use any abilities yet again. General, as soon as their general dies, it'll be a lot easier to win this.
Principes.
Over here, my med's even. We gotta deal with their missiles though. So we'll send in support. The other general, for us, just accompany over here.
Yours to command. Sons of Mars. Melee troops.
And G2 on a flank. You two can engage those ones.
Proud Romans all. Quickly now.
Now they're facing the right way. If we can bait their cavalry out, it'll be a lot better. Any abilities? Inspire.
Attack that position! General! Principes! Ready! Orders! Your orders!
I'll send you guys in.
Victory for Rome!
Send in the reserves. It'll balance out. Get more javelins thrown that way. He's a general. He's at 60. He'll get a pretty solid debuff once they break. Let's get a cinematic cap charge. I don't think there's any dongs over here. Be a fairly nice cap charge. It wasn't the spearmen, but we'll be fine. Just pull back. Really trying to bait out their cav over there. It's the main point. We can do fear again, which will debuff them by a lot. Our units are starting to break over here. Where's the other general at?
Quickly now! Missiles ready and waiting! Fire on the enemy! Orders! Attack them! Triari! At the double!
They're coming up. And we got their cav, which can move. And so general, looks like the general did die or he ran. One to two.
General!
Now we can do fear.
True men fear nothing! Victoria! Lead us! Triari! Mars aid us! Romans ready for duty! Fire on the enemy!
Keep firing. They should start to break relatively soon.
General! Glory awaits! Sons of Mars!
Get a cap charge going. So they got a lot over here. They got a cab over there. Our cab is honestly probably better than their cab. We'll have the skirmishers over here. Fire on the cab. That'll be the most useful.
General!
Try this again, because they're diverting troops a lot. Can't get in on the side until these ones win. We might have to pull back from this flank. I don't have the... I have a ton of reserves over here to keep pushing. Just run up and pray your javelins. If we get missile fire over here, this whole force will break. We're breaking the spears over here. So pull back and charge again. I don't want you in prolonged combat with spear unit. Even though it looks like they're breaking, they still have over 100. Alright, we're gonna pull back this force. Over here, we should break them. Get this part done. Shouldn't be super difficult. Keep using Inspire. Has our other general got abilities yet? He's got Inspire. That's Velites. I don't want the Velites that close. They're all gonna break soon. One more fear and this whole flank might break, to be honest. May have one of you get behind.
Quickly now! Over the armors! Engage! Yes, Commander! Orders understood!
Okay, now we're getting hit in the side. We're still fine. We're still fine. I think their general's dead, we're still fine. And they're starting to break over here. Completely. I don't want to lose my general, but at the same time, I need to get a charge in. They're all lightly armored. They might just honestly just break due to cav charge. No, they're not. You guys run quickly into here and just annihilate whatever's left over here. So everything over here has gotta be weak. And take some casualties, but it's fine.
Brave Romans to a man! Forward! On my order! Engage!
Trying to send you guys over here. fall back.
Orders. Spearmen at the ready. Ready and waiting.
At least this general, it's not a huge deal. Come back up this way.
General.
Fear's not gonna do anything. Inspire.
Awaits.
Actually, no, you're gonna come fight right there.
Rome is mother to us all. Equities.
How are we breaking? Are you modified spears again? Or are they support? Oh, those are dong warriors. Never mind. That's why we're losing. They got bigger dongs.
Sons of Mar. Principes.
Charge this unit. Starting to break a lot.
General. Jupiter gives us strength. Brave Romans to a man.
As they run, get a cap charge in their rear. I know this is a general unit, but it's probably still worth it. He's not super leveled up.
Melee infantry ready. General.
39 seconds. I really thought they'd break with one more fear. I forgot this is vanilla and battles take like a billion years. So let's just come, I guess, charge over here.
Brave Romans to a man.
They all break over here. It's bad for them because we just gotta push and get behind.
Melee horsemen.
But I think their little incursion has failed at this point.
Attack their position.
It definitely has.
Back now. Equities. Understood. Proud Romans all. At the door! Glory to Rome!
If I can pull the cab out that's over here,
Orders understood.
probably go a long way.
Romans ready for duty. Heading troops. General. Riders advance.
We'll use another fear.
Releasing.
At this point, they may as well just get in combat.
As you command. Forward. Look cheerful, you lot. The general is under
A nice cab charge. You guys are gonna march around and get behind. But battle's over. That took like 20 minutes. It's a bit like that's starting to be like the biggest issue I think with this mod. Because like in vanilla Rome 2, you can end a battle in about 7 to 10 minutes. DEI battles last a lot longer than this. But this was also a siege battle you really couldn't get behind. And it was a lot of troops in the siege battle. There was over 10,000 troops. So 20 minutes, I guess, isn't that bad. They still lost a lot more than we did, which is a good thing. But we lost a lot of experienced troops that we can't replace. Now, we can. It'll just take forever to actually replace them and get the experience, but it'll be fine. It's not Libya's really experienced army. And we did lose Quintus Caesar, but It's fine. We got a whole nother province again, giving us 2 or no 3 whole provinces now. And we should probably other houses, other houses. Let's get this dude.
We hunger for battle.
And then this can start being converted. What does this do? Plus 2 sanitation. We can keep that for a little bit. We don't need this. We need a food building here.
At your command.
So Massilla should start to work out over here. I wonder if Massilla, the faction, would peace out.
I will listen. I cannot say for how long. For matters of state and a splendid bowl of olive.
No, they're not going to peace out. We're going to eventually have to come over there and deal with it. Volcae is destroyed. You two can keep slowly marching to Sicily. But I think this is where we're going to end this part. This was not expected, but now we have Alba Provincia. And I guess we can work on conquering Gaul while taking Sicily. And then from there, who knows where we'll go. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And peace.